Hey everybody, Pinstripe here. What is up? Welcome to some long-range Bazooka gameplay. That's right, this is what we're focusing on tonight because the gameplay itself was actually meant to be slightly longer, but I've already cut out a huge chunk that was just me continuously missing shots. So it's 4 pigs on each corner of the map. Everybody stays put, and I just have to draw the bazooka and fire just to get some good practice in, because I am very rusty, but I find that trench maps especially are the perfect practice map for your long-range heavy weapon shots. With mortars it's maybe a tad bit easier than bazookas, because the high angle can give you that little bit more accuracy. If you're like 5% over or under, you tend to be penalized a lot more on trench maps because of the terrain. The terrain blocks and absorbs those shots, and with bazookas, if you're going at the default angle, that's where things get really tricky. So you'll find that a lot of these shots aren't massively impressive, but it's just me trying to get my bearings with each pig that I'm using and trying to gauge the shot just from the get-go. So I pick my target, I equip the bazooka, and I shoot. You can use high angles if you want to, but again, I would highly recommend using this as just a practice tool to get better with your heavy weapons. Because even though I've been playing this game for 20 years now, I come back and I play and I practice my bazookas, and they're just as terrible as they were when I was like 5 years old. So yeah, no matter how much practice you put into it, the maps will always bring in that extra element of confusion, because you're looking at the minimap, you're trying to gauge how far away you are. So okay, I'm X distance away, therefore I need X amount of power. But sometimes if the terrain is higher or lower or more elevated or steeper, or it can play into that power. It can actually take away a lot of the power that is needed. Like that shot, that one fell well short, but I don't know what it is. I still can't explain it after all this time. It's like the terrain has this secret magic effect where it sucks all of the power out of your shot that you thought was going to make it and then just doesn't. So as we go on, you can see that the pigs are slowly bringing their health down, but my shots are slowly getting more and more terrible. There's a good one in there every now and then, but they are few and far between. Even when I'm, this distance away, it's still not enough to kill him, but it's still a good shot. So I can tell when my muscle memory is good, but it's that combination of being far away from a pig, not being able to see exactly where he is, and only having to rely on the minimap plus any HUD UI to try and gauge his position, and then factoring that into how much power do I actually need. You can see I've overshot trying to hit that French pig about 5 times now. So dealing like 19, 17, 22 damage maximum. And then every now and then there'll be like a direct hit, but very, very few and far between. If you are looking for other locations to use, specifically for heavy weapons, I would highly recommend Dam Busters, which we haven't used in the league for some time, but that's for a whole bunch of different reasons. Primarily because that map was significantly slow. I did want to go back and play it, but I didn't actually save the old ISO. So if I wanted to make gameplay footage on it, then I'd be using the old spawns, which wasn't as fun. But again, if you're only focusing down on the bazookas or the mortars, then Dam Busters is definitely the place to be. And alongside that, I would highly recommend Hill Base, which is maybe a surprising one, but the way that the terrain is on that map, the slopes, they're very similar to being a trench map, even though it's Arctic and snowy. So I guess factoring in slipperiness as well could play in quite nicely to heavy weapons practice. But yeah, Dam Busters and Hill Base, you can check out the ISOs. The links to everything, of course, always in the description. But this gameplay is slowly coming to a close as the yellows are eliminated. The reds are being targeted. I wasn't really aiming for anybody to win. You know how it is with practice. You jump in and you use the parameters that you want to then focus on the weapons that you need to focus on. 33 seems to be the damage number. I did, like I say, get a few direct hits in this game, but red falls, so it is now blue versus green, and it should be a simple 2-hit process, or at least the blues only need a single hit in order to win the game. But beautiful direct hit there. That's probably my best shot of the entire game. Blue pig bounces around like a pinball. Again, all he needs to do is hit this and I can finish victorious with my favourite team, but sadly, for those of you hoping for a Garlic Grunt victory, it was not to be because it falls short. and I'm sure you can gather as to what happens next. But that's going to wrap it up for this gameplay. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yet again, just another quick video. If you're enjoying these kind of commentaries, then please let me know in the comments. It does really help me out, and of course, like this video if you did. But in the meantime, I'll catch you guys later for the next one. Peace out, everybody.
Destination going.